anyway.
We're doing a deep dive actually into Mira Loma, a fantastic neighborhood, centrally located.
Close to the airport, hiking trails
shopping,
around.
hiking. We're up on a hiking trail right now. As you can see, some amazing views.
Yep.
This hiking trail is about 2 minutes away.
Yeah, and we're talking real estate, proximity, schools, all of it. So if that's something you're interested in, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. What's up, guys? I'm Joe Hannick.
I'm Ryan Chikvara.
Welcome to our channel.
Or welcome back to the channel, maybe.
Doing all things Reno, Nevada. Today we are touching on a great development, a good neighborhood, Mira Loma.
Yep. We're going to talk proximity to shopping, airport, all that different stuff, parks in the area, things we love about it.
Yeah, we're going to give you schools, going to give you real estate, and we're just going to jump right into it. Obviously, the weather behind us isn't fantastic. I got some raindrops hitting us now, but nobody else brings it to you like we do.
It's still a beautiful day. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. I'm not worried about it.
Exactly. So. We're jumping into it. Like we just said, Mira Loma is a small development neighborhood southeast of the McCarran Loop.
Yeah.
You're going to see B-roll or a map of that. We'll show you right now. Close proximity to just about everything.
Yeah, and so it was built in sort of the late 70s all the way. I mean, it's pretty much finished now, right? There's still some building going on around the area, but all the way into sort of like the late 90s, right? So, but most of the stuff that we looked at and around the park there, early 80s and through the 80s.
Yeah, jumping through all the way to 2000. Right now we are at the Huffacre Trailhead.
Yep.
So as far as close proximity to hiking trails, the wife and I bring our dogs, or definitely used to when we were out in South Reno, out to this little 1.8, 2 mile loop.
Yeah.
Great views of the city. Good for the dogs, off leash.
Yeah, we'll have to get some B-roll for you as well of almost like a little panoramic, because you can see Mount Rose, you've got the rain coming in, you've got some blue skies. Filtered downtown views as well.
All of Arrow Creek up there.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, pretty spectacular views up here. Mira Loma as well. While we're talking Mira Loma and views,
what does it mean?
It's view of the hills is what Mira Loma means, right? So you know when you're moving into that neighborhood, you've got some views of the hills.
And to the left of Ryan is Rattlesnake Mountain.
Yeah.
Is what it's called. So you're gonna have views of that little. It's a hill. They call it a mountain. It's a hill. But again, great views.
Not sure if it's so aptly named because I haven't heard of anybody running into rattlesnakes out there. Just heads up.
Yes, very true.
Might be a few out there since it's named that.
There could be. I'm sure somebody will leave a comment that says they've seen a snake out here.
Yep.
Ryan and I jumped off the trail. We haven't seen any snake.
No. No, we're hanging out in here. So
as far as proximity goes, it's what, 5 minutes away from the airport?
Yeah, right there.
If that, super close. We've got the Veterans Connector, so if you're trying to get to South Reno, you can utilize that, or to jump into Sparks.
Or if you're going to North Reno, right? We came from the West University area. It was 2 minutes faster, I think, to take 80 to the Veterans Parkway and head down instead of taking 580 or 395. So.
Exactly. There's also an amazing park, right? Obviously the Mira Loma Park.
Yeah. It's
about 38 acres. We'll have B-roll of that, but it's got a playground, soccer fields, baseball fields, football fields. The skate park is really
skate park is really cool, and there's some water right up against it as well. So once again, we've got B-roll of all this stuff. But yeah, I saw a family out there hitting balls.
Took the kids out. Yeah, took the kids out hitting balls. They were leaving though because I think they saw the rain coming in.
Yeah, they're smarter than we are.
Only fools would be out in this weather right now. But it's content day, so we're shooting.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah, and obviously that park, so that was built basically, I think they started construction on that in '83, right around there. And then expanded years later, right? So it's only grown with this sort of community around it.
Definitely, and it's to be honest with you, it's not in the best condition, right? Like the bathrooms, or where they had their little rec area, or where they would sell concessions. All that's boarded up.
Yeah.
Like they don't use it for any type of I would say little league games or things like that.
No, those days have passed. But now it's just a good recreational space. We saw a guy, same thing, guy out there with his dog just kind of running around.
Definitely, we're talking about almost 40 acres, walking distance to all the homes in Mira Loma. I would utilize it if I lived in the area.
Yeah.
And again, one of the main reasons we like Mira Loma, if you're a first-time home buyer, as far as like affordability goes, Mira Loma is going to be your spot.
Yeah, and we went and looked at a house in there today for $500,000. That was 1,600 square feet.
Yeah,
had some waterfront, or I guess
in
water
the marsh.
back.
Yeah,
sort of marsh property.
Yep.
Super cool. right? But 2-car garage and had everything that you could want as a first-time home buyer. I don't think it's going to go for that price point.
Yeah.
That being said, there is some stuff in this area that you can break into. So
for a lot cheaper. And what the developers really tried to do, and I mean the same theme throughout, is that there's a lot of homes condensed into not a lot of property.
Yeah.
Especially some of these, you're gonna have 5 homes basically in like half an acre.
Yeah, we looked at the ones that we looked at. It was one of those sort of shared driveways that then have the garages off of that.
Yeah, it's like a horseshoe, right? Yep. You had 5 different homes inside of this area. If you don't mind tight neighbors, right? The home was fantastic. Interior was all great, solid views. But proximity to your neighbors, like you better hope you like your neighbors, or you know, you don't fight with any of them.
And yeah, like you said, on top of one another a little bit, but as you go neighborhood to neighborhood, some of them a little bit more space, a little bit bigger yard, stuff like that as well. So there's something kind of for everybody.
Definitely. There's also condos in here as well. So affordability, we'll keep preaching that because Mira Loma is kind of, if you're trying to get into real estate and break in, I think Mira Loma is a great starting point, a good area. The wife and I looked at Mira Loma a while ago when we were going to buy in Reno. She couldn't do the neighbors, how close to the proximity to they are. So we didn't go that route.
Anyway, apartments, commercial as well.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. We got 2-story homes, single-story homes, again, built late 70s all the way up until the late 90s or early 2000s there.
Yeah.
So
let's get moving then to resources, right? We've got the Rayleighs right there. We did touch on the airport.
Yep.
Do want to touch on that as well. We've showed multiple houses in this area now with active flights going in and out, and haven't heard really anything. So I'm not going to tell you you're never going to hear an airplane. Yeah. But I'll tell you in the last 2 showings we've spent 40 minutes at, I haven't heard anything.
Definitely. So. And I don't think, I think the Reno Airport, International Airport, right? Tahoe is not that big, so we don't have flights going out every freaking 5 minutes.
You don't have the 30-second plane lands and the next one's coming in, right?
Definitely.
What else? Moving on, we've already touched on Mira Loma there. Centrally located, right? You're right, real close to the McCarran Loop there. I think we looked up the house we were looking at that's pretty central in the Mira Loma area there. Was a 6-minute drive to Trader Joe's, 8 minutes to Whole Foods. And in between the two, so 7 minutes if you want to call it that, to Meadowwood Mall with Cheesecake Factory, everything, all the resources.
You're shopping, all that good stuff. So again, centrally, there's anything that you need or want is right there, 5-10 minutes. It's just right here. It's close.
Yeah, Joe and I, before we were shooting this video, we're saying we're just going to end up repeating ourselves with it's centrally located. So it is a great location.
We got an airplane coming in.
Coming in right now. Still can't. Let's see if you guys hear it. It picks up on the mics.
Yeah.
Anyway, obviously where we're standing right now, we've already touched on
Rattlesnake Mountain, Huffacre Hills Trail.
We've got the hiking up here on our way up too. We saw a couple kids coming down on their dirt bikes as well. So some of that out here as well.
Definitely. Again, it's so close that you have this great hiking trail with the views right in your freaking backyard.
Yeah. And then you're 3 minutes down the hill to a flowing tide.
Yeah. You're probably going to hear the plane or see the plane behind us, which again, it looks great. Whatever, we're moving on.
And also, how long have we been shooting for? And that's the first airplane we've seen so far as well, right? So
exactly.
Anyway,
let's talk real estate.
Yeah, we've been touching on the type of real estate. We haven't really talked the actual price point there.
Yeah. So median sales price, we're looking right at $420.
Yeah.
Right, and that's going to vary. Again, that's a median sales price. Some a little bit lower, especially if we're looking at condos. Some a little bit higher because there is Rosewood Lakes, HOA houses, B-roll. They're probably the nicest homes inside of Mira Loma.
Yeah, and those ones, I think we have $55 a month for the HOA there.
Yeah, but that includes
the pool, the clubhouse, so
tennis courts as well. Yeah. Mother-in-law really wanted to buy in Rosewood Lakes when she bought out in Damani, but there wasn't anything available. Not a whole lot available in there either. But bigger homes, 3-car garages, definitely more room spread out. Something to take into consideration.
And we've got some B-roll of that as well. And definitely some upkeep on those homes.
And then there's another HOA, the house that we looked at today, inside of a gated community, but no amenities. The HOA fee is $105, but you're not going to get recreation, pool, or anything like that. You have the gate, common area maintenance, marshland views, and that's really it.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to take care of some plowing throughout there, just drive the main sort of smaller street and call it a day. So.
But if you don't want an HOA, we also have that as well. Again, those are going to be your late 70s style homes. because there's no HOA, you might have a neighbor that has an RV parked inside of their front yard.
Yeah, where you'll probably see on some of the B-roll as well. It's a house-to-house basis, and we know we've touched on that in previous videos before. We got a million videos. Check out the channel.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the HOA, people hate HOAs, but with an HOA does come a little bit of upkeep and responsibility from your neighbors.
Always pros and cons there.
Yep.
But Mira Loma, whatever you're looking for, if you want it, if you don't want it, we kind of have those options.
Yeah,
so reach out to us and let us know if that's something very important to you.
And then lastly, I think before we get blown
out of here,
or blow you guys away with noise on mics, just want to touch on the schools there. So the area is zoned for Hidden Valley Elementary, and these are all through niche.com.
Yeah.
They have that ranked as a B-, right? So these are not our personal view of the school.
Yep.
Pine Middle School is what it's zoned for. That's a B+, and then Wooster as a B+ as well as the high school. They do, depending on where you're at, you can be a block over the other way. You could potentially be zoned for Damani, which is an A-. So
interesting.
A little funky in there. We've seen houses that are closer to Wooster on the map that are zoned for Damani.
Yeah. Just interesting.
Yeah.
So the schools they're decent. They're okay. They could be better. But again, affordability, proximity.
Yeah.
Hiking trails.
What can you complain about out here, man?
Solid views.
So that's Mira Loma.
Mira Loma, I think, is a win-win. Again, you're interested, drop a comment, text us, call us, email us.
It's us on the other end of the line there. So
we're the guys. Until the next one.